Your appointment to FEMA should be finalized within the week. I've already discussed the matter with the senator.
I take it he was agreeable?
He didn't really have a choice.
Has he been infected?
Oh yes, most certainly. When I mentioned that we could put him on the priority list for the ambrosia vaccine, he was so willing it was almost pathetic.
This plague, the rioting is intensifying to the point where we may not be able to contain it.
Why contain it? Let it spill over to the schools and churches. Let the bodies pile up in the streets. In the end, they'll beg us to save them.
I've received reports of armed attacks on shipments. There's not enough vaccine to go around, and the underclasses are starting to get desperate.
Of course they're desperate. They can smell their death, and the sound they'll make rattling their cage will serve as a warning to the rest.
I hope you're not underestimating the problem. The others may not go as quietly as you think. Intelligence indicates they're behind the problem in Paris.
A bunch of pretentious old men playing at running the world. But the world left them behind long ago. We are the future.
We have other problems.
UNATCO?
Formed by executive order after the terrorist strike on the statue. I have someone in place, though. I'm more concerned about Savage. He's relocated to Vandenberg.
Our biochem corpus is far in advance of theirs, as is our electronic sentience, and their ethical inflexibility has allowed us to make progress in areas they refuse to consider.
The augmentation project?
Among other things, but I must admit that I have been somewhat disappointed in the performance of the primary unit.
The secondary unit should be online soon. It's currently undergoing preparation and will be operational within 6 months. My people will continue to report on its progress. Necessarily, the primary will be terminated.
We've had to endure much, you and I, but soon order again.
A new age. Aquinas spoke of the mythical city on the hill. Soon, that city will be a reality, and we are its kings.
Not better than kings. Gods.
Heads up, JC. Your brother Paul is on his way to meet you at the dock. The NSF is raiding the island and shots have been fired. I repeat, find Paul. I will monitor your situation from HQ.
You were in Hong Kong. Welcome to the Coalition, JC. I might as well start using your code name. Think I'd miss my brother's first day? Didn't think you'd have a choice. What's going on? The NSF. They hit one of our shipments. A few of them got away, but we trapped the rest in the statue. What are we waiting for? Looks like a textbook assault. The NSF took one of our agents hostage. The bots are holding the perimeter, but my orders are to hold back and send you in alone. I think someone high up wants to see how you handle the situation. All I've got with me is a pistol and an electric prod. I don't mind a test, but UNATCO better issue some hardware. Remember that we're police. Stick with the prod. It'll stun your opponents or knock them unconscious. A non-lethal takedown is always the most silent way to eliminate resistance. Just in case, though, Manderley wants you to pick an additional weapon. A sniper rifle, a GEP gun, or a mini crossbow. Never know when I might come up against some heavy armor. Give me the GEP gun. The GEP gun might be useful. They have a security bot on patrol near the statue entrance. Great. What's the first move? I'm going to give you a map of the island. If you can get to the North Dock, a UNATCO informant will give you a key to the statue doors. He responds to the code phrase, iron and copper. You could avoid a lot of fighting, though, if you found a back way to the statue. I'll see how it looks on shore. Your primary objective is the makeshift command center the terrorists have installed at the top of the statue, but don't forget about Agent Herman. We think he's being held on the ground floor. What are my orders when I reach the command center? Interrogate the leader. We don't yet know why the terrorists would risk an open assault.
NSF everywhere, JC. Your orders are to shoot on sight. The UNATCO informant on the North Dock will get you inside the statue. Look for a bomb. Identify yourself with the phrase, iron and copper.
Так, Deus Ex. Плюс мод на Улучшенные текстуры, Real Vision. Оригинальная английская озвучка с русскими субтитрами. Ну, потому что русская озвучка это слишком... В общем, не стоит этого слышать. Портит себе психику. Так. Ролики, к сожалению, почему-то без субтитров. В частности, вступительный, который был. Но в общих чертах можно характеризовать, наверное, ситуацию так, что корпорации при помощи чумы, буйствующей на улицах, контролируют
If you want to make a call for the bridge, remember the Academy's stealth course. Stay out of their field of view, walk slowly to stay quiet, and crouch behind the
Swear I
door.
heard something.
Or if you have to get your hands dirty, remember that a headshot is a lethal takedown.
контролируют улицу, в общем, при помощи чумы и того, что у них есть вакцина от нее. Куда ящик пропал? Уже не мог просто испариться? Или мог? Ладно, неважно. Вот. А мы организация миротворцев. Антитеррористическая. По миру активно продвигаются нанотехнологии, оживление биочипов, превращение людей в полумашин.
That's the difference right there. Just take a look at him. Bad? Cut off his arm, placed half his face.
Hermit, right? He's a good soldier. Killed 3 of our men.
They'd have replaced his whole body if it would have improved performance. That's how you judge a
Ну, конечная цель корпорации, в общем-то, создать
This power box must have been damaged and already. Don't cross through the arcs. I'm also picking up an EMP field here. If you're not careful, it'll suck away your bioelectrical energy.
создать некий утопический город. Вроде как и быть там богами местными. В общих чертах как-то... В общих чертах как-то так. Но герой, по идее, этого еще знать не может. Так что подробности и детали все будет по ходу пьесы. Главный модификатор, по-моему, вообще. Лазерный прицел. Очень сильно облегчает жизнь. Прям невероятно. Единственное, что криворукость не исправляет. А так прицел вещь, конечно, очень хорошая, да. По старой доброй традиции сейчас проведу зачистку периметра. Соберу все, что можно собрать. Потом уже отправлюсь внутрь статуи. Попробую нахалявить. Хитрый ящик не тонет. Да ладно.
About time you showed up. Iron and copper. Statue is copper on an iron frame, right? Password's enough, pal. Don't think you know something about the Lady Ido. My dad did tours out here. I heard that you can get me inside. Depends. Get your man out, take back the statue, whatever. But I know the commander and I don't want to see him get hurt. Here's a picture so you don't make a mistake. You can trust me. I'll take your word. Here's the key to the front entrance. Commander's not much of a soldier. He'll surrender as soon as he sees you. I need him alive because he's my main contact at the NSF. If he's dead, I don't have much of a business. Thanks.
Да, не переживай, он будет жить.
I get a cut for bringing him over.
Tell me what you know about the NSF operation.
I'm not that high level. The more elite troops, they're the ones that took over the ship and unloaded it into speed.
Ship?
That's all I know. The commander gave me a 10mm clip, a box of 30-06 ammo, and some crossbow darts, and said, keep your head down. Like I'm gonna take on your NATCO troops. Want them? You can have the clip for 175, the 30-06 for 300, and the darts...
No thanks.
Деньги тратить имеет смысл только на модификаторы. Ну, может, иногда еще на ракеты. Но хватило волны-то. Взрывной. Да черт. Сейчас можно и подзахлебнуться. Так, плыть, жить. Отлично. Там остался только дробовик, но он слишком бесполезен. Думаю, самое время. Успокоился. Вот же ж. Вот и молодой человек. Вот же ж, блин. Мне кажется, еще секунда, и он бы успел выстрелить. Там бы все закончилось быстро. Это второй необходимый мне ствол, который, конечно же, нужно вкладывать модификаторы точности. Чем раньше прицел перестанет расходиться, тем лучше. Да, единственный косяк, который с этими текстурами я заметил, это то, что пушка ГИП не прорисовывается полностью. С легонца, скажем так, отсутствуют текстуры. Всякое пытался поменять, но вот, по-моему, единственное, к чему можно придраться. В остальном все очень даже хорошо.
I wouldn't recommend taking it on with small arms.
Так, патроны, деньги. Ну вот, собственно, периметр зачищен. Без знания компьютера в современном мире тяжко что-то. И грустно. Мне показалось, или пулемет там, да, кого-то он успел расстрелять. Понимает, молодой человек бежит посмотреть, что случилось.
Is being held behind this laser-triggered alarm. If you don't want to set off the alarm, you can either hack the control panel in the doorway or find a way around. My blueprint of the statue shows a few bare shafts.
Кстати, вот эта штука отключает лазеры. Главное не сдохнуть только. Да что ж такое-то? Ну, почему не отключил лазеры, кстати, в этот раз. А, не долетело, потому что... Блин. Выглянул. Но это и не важно. Кстати... Да ладно, я заберу.
Gunther's in that room, one of our top agents.
Еще один модификатор. Точность.
Glad you're not hurt, Agent. Command should not have left us to be surrounded. Risk is part of the job. I think you lucked out this time. Agent Navarra and I were ready to go in, but for no reason they said pull back. I do not retreat. Please give me a weapon and move out of the way. As you wish. Take my pistol. That will be adequate. I will secure this level. You proceed up the stairs to the command center at the top.
То есть мы поменялись, да? Теперь я здесь сижу, а ты там воюешь. Не, так не пойдет. Нельзя же было ему отдавать мой... Кстати, как он прошел через эту самую и не поднял тревогу? Он что-то знает. Блин, все такие жадные до ракет. Так и быть, послушаю тревогу еще раз. Ничего, она неприятно шумит.
This security setup is strictly amateur stuff. Keep an eye out for ways to bypass it. These old pre-millennial buildings are riddled with ventilation shafts and maintenance tunnels.
Эти знаменитые туннели вентиляции. Как-то вытянуть. Нож. Думаю, ломик можно оставить какому-нибудь ученому физику. Зачем он мне? У меня будет нож. Забавный одноразовый пистолет. Пользы никакой, но... У меня, конечно, есть пин и логин, но... Насколько я помню, чем выше прокачан навык взлома компьютеров, тем больше денег достается. Хотя, если использовать пин-код и пароль, по-моему, может даже еще больше вытащить, но не уверен. Хотя что-то мне подсказывает, что он все-таки, ну его нафиг. Эти эксперименты. Что может быть надежнее пули в голову какого-то плазменного плевка? Хотя иногда пуля в голову. И не так надежно. Так, вонючки. Вонючки очень даже пригодятся. И не раз. Блин, чуть не бомбануло, кстати. Да что ж ломик-то у каждого второго.
Some news, JC. The NSF targeted a shipment of delayed vaccine to Rouge. We can't locate it. See if the leader will surrender when you reach the command post. We'd like to interrogate him. Easy. We want you to take this one alive and conscious. Find out what you can about the shipment, then turn him over to one of the troopers.
Не вопрос.
Don't shoot. I surrender.
So you think you know better than FEMA what to do with this month's ambrosia shipment?
You're too late. It's on its way back to the people, and you can't do a damn thing about it.
Tell me about the shipment, and I'll order the troops to pick you up as a prisoner instead of a corpse.
Ask away. We already won this round.
Where are you taking it?
We're just giving ordinary people the same chance to survive as the bureaucrats in Washington.
You'll have to unload New York because the choppers would spot you at sea.
I think the government made the plague on purpose to get rid of the population growth.
Well done. I will pass on your orders to the troopers. Report back to base on the west side of the island. Mission complete.
Нет, мишень еще не комплит. Еще осталось пара дел. Ты должен молчать, если тебя будут спрашивать. Давай сюда. Вот сюда. Вот сюда. Вот. Как-то более-менее. Вместо аптечки и батарейки лучше поставить гранаты, но дело в том, что когда идет быстрое переключение, и он достает гранату, слишком уж он долго ее достает.
Picked up 10mm ammo and some crossbow darts. Say 200 for one and 60 for the other. Shouldn't you turn that stuff over to the quartermaster? Carter? He don't care. NSF goods are the spoils of war. We're risking our lives out here.
Никогда нельзя это покупать вообще.
I'll check back with you later.
Это не только не полезно, но еще и вредно.
We've got the island secured. How did things look in the statue? The leader surrendered. So they were after Ambrosia. A month's supply for the East Coast. We think they've taken it back to the city. I didn't know UNATCO handled the Ambrosia distribution. Manderley will brief us shortly. UNATCO makes sure the limited supply of vaccine gets to government agencies and key industries. It's good to finally see some action. Yeah, well, pace yourself. You killed a lot of people tonight. I'll handle things out here. You better get to Manderley's office on level 2 and report for duty.
Если я все правильно помню, то нацепив этот прицел на пистолет еще, например, перестанет работать лазерный указатель. А это фактически означает, что пистолет будет полностью бесполезен. В общем, потратить 700 кредитов и самому себе еще хуже сделать. Но это явно на того не стоит. Блин, что там было? Вот же ж. Ага. Шоколадка пригодится.
Check in with Manderley on level 2.
Come on in. The rhythm scanner can read blood vessel patterns right through your sunglasses.
Remember that Mr. Manderley wants to see you. Level 2. His secretary, Janice Reed, has your login and password.
Взломал стекло просто.
Hell of a first day. We finally got to catch some rebels again.
You found your office. Did Janice give you your login? I guess not. Let's see. JCD, password, Bionic Man.
My new partner, JC Denton. Don't tell me you're going to wear those sunglasses during a night operation.
My vision is augmented. At least it is a ways that we know when it's not power. Forgive my interruption. I just wanted to say that I look forward to working with you, Agent Navarra. Also, excuse me, I've got to be briefed by Mr. Manderley.
I do not expect you to perform as well as Agent Herman, but the mission will require us to do more than frighten the NSF with our baggy coats that make us look bigger than we really are.
I am prepared to perform my duties. He will not be the equivalent of his brother. I have seen that he knows the procedure of a good offensive.
Let us hope you are right.
I won't let you down, Agent.
Are you sure you pressed the right button?
I do not make mistakes of that kind.
Your hand might have slipped.
No, I wanted orange. It gave me lemon lime.
The machine would not make a mistake.
It's the maintenance man. He knows I like orange.
So you think the staff has some kind of plot?
Yes, they do that on purpose.
Get your checkup on level 3, and let's get going.
Машины не могут ошибаться. У меня тут карточка застряла, я достану, не против. Что-то аппарат заживал. Ты ж не против?
Forget how Agent Navarra is not friendly. She has every right.
I had to prepare for the mission. Hello, Mr. Denton. I guess you're here to see Mr. Manderley. Welcome to UNATCO HQ. Our little family keeps getting bigger.
Is Mr. Manderley available?
Yes, go right in. By the way, your computer account is ready. Log in JCD, password Bionic Man.
Alex already told me. Thanks.
Bionic Man.
Hey, I'm trying to work.
Reporting for duty, sir.
The man himself. Splendid. Do you accept my apologies about the situation topside?
A refreshing change from the academy, sir.
Don't despise training, my boy. Even you would be worthless without the shaping touch of drills and studies.
So the NSF took a shipment of the ambrosia vaccine? Give me a chopper and a pilot and I'll handle it.
I'm sure you could. Yes, indeed. But we're having your brother head up the recovery team. You'll work with Agent Anna Navarra. Why don't we meet when you've seen Jaime for a medical checkup and received your equipment from Sam Carter? You'll be briefed at that time.
Yes, sir.
By the way, did you see what happened to the soldier we sent into the statue? He turned up dead.
No, sir. Friendly fire?
Not so friendly, I'm afraid. I have opened an investigation. Dismiss.
Да, много чего могло случиться. Террористы же повсюду. Friendly Fire, дела такое. Конечно же, нужно покурить в туалете после возвращения с заведомо. Сразу всю пачку, настолько сырой.
How unprofessional.
цветочек, знак примирения.
Expecting a show.
Ты видела, да, как это? Это было неплохо. Вообще прохождение через рукопашный бой довольно интересная, конечно, тема. Не слишком уж специфично. Да и даже если часто драться в рукопашной, все равно эта модификация это не особо нужна. С лучшего клинка, по-моему, все убиваются и так с удара. Может, некоторые с пары ударов.
Hey, JC.
You look like the real thing. They actually let you operate on people.
Just fixed Gunther's knee, in fact. A sticky actuator. So far, I feel more like a mechanic than a doctor.
I'm impressed.
They actually let you point a gun at people.
We'll have to catch up later. I've got to leave for New York right away. Could you send Manderley whatever it is he wants?
No problem. Listen, JC, about your augmentations. You know they're preparing to roll out the technology worldwide, right?
As long as I don't turn green and grow a pair of antennas, as I understand it.
Yeah, well, the design is pretty modular, which means you'll soon have access to upgrades from standard augmentation canisters.
Great. Have anything for me?
Not yet. But remember, if you find one of these canisters that you need a med bar for installation,
I'll do that.
the canisters contain a colloid of ROM modules. Some are generic upgrades, others require you to make permanent choices about how to configure one of your subsystems.
It's about time they implemented some of this stuff.
Да, буду искать канистры.
You're getting warm. You're red hot. Looks like you found me. Like leading a mouse to cheese.
This thing is starting to give me a headache.
Don't worry, we shut it down when you go off duty.
I guess I'll get used to it.
I'm Alex Jacobson, communications engineer.
I suppose you already know who I am.
Getting there. You're certainly quicker on the uptake than your brother Paul ever was.
Thanks.
Да, брат у меня какой-то слишком уж пацифист.
Not going to hold your hand. You have your orders.
Ну да.
At ease, Agent Den.
General Carter, I read about the Merced operation in school. This is a great honor.
I'm not a general anymore. Just call me Carter.
I can't believe what the NSF did to your family.
Enough of that, soldier. We each have our troubles. I lost my children, but you've had to grow up without your parents, which requires more courage. I don't think it matters.
My parents died in a car accident. That's different.
I said that's enough. You have your own op and time is short. How about I issue you a stealth pistol?
That sounds fine. Thank you, sir.
What else do you think you'll need?
A smart lockpick is always handy.
That's right. Infiltrate and evade. Engage only on your own terms. Now move out. Manderley's waiting.
Hey, what about that guy out front selling munitions? Is that allowed?
Oh, Captain, right. We've got some screwballs around here, but he's not the problem. It's whoever's been breaking into the armor.
Someone at UNATCO's a thief.
Yes, sir. Damn good.
Как вообще здесь можешь поуграть? Здесь всего два стеллажа и камера, которая все палит. Хотя, возможно, это вот этот вот робот. Тебе не кажется, что вот он какой-то очень хитрый? Наверняка-то он все здесь подворовывает. Копит на восстание машины.
That will be JC.
We want to power down the whole system.
We're taking one illicit generating plant, protected by weak groups of NSF. Knock out that plant, and Paul's team can walk right into the warehouse.
Just tell me where it is. The NSF are openly resisting our deployed forces, gradually falling back. You'll have to deal with them first.
And you be ready, Paul. When the power drops, go in and go in hard.
I'll use my discretion.
Go in like the U.S. Marshals. We lose the vaccine, I'm sending Yor back to the mayor to explain why he and his 3 daughters won't get their pills this month.
Yes, sir. Let's not waste any time, JC. Get down to the dock. A boat is waiting to take you and your partner, Anna Navarro, to shore.
Yes, get moving. Here's your op bonus for the great job you did in the statue, plus 250 for rescuing Agent Herman. That's 1,250. We take care of our people around here.
Thank you, sir.
By the way, Denton, stay out of the ladies' restroom. That kind of activity embarrasses the agency more than it does you.
We'll meet up in the city.
Вот все-таки приятно, когда подмечают все вот такие мелочи. Вроде убийства солдата своего в статуе. Попадание в дамский туалет. Ну, зашел в женский, ну, с кем не бывает. Так, ну и первое задание завершено. Разминочное, я бы сказал.
All right, let's go. The terrorists are in a fighting retreat. A few have barricaded themselves inside Castle Clint.
Lead the way.
Our orders are to locate a barrel of ambrosia they are hiding inside. I will give you a schematic of the barrel, but first we will exterminate the NSF terrorists.
Exterminate?
A precious opportunity we cannot neglect.
What about the rest of the shipment?
That is your brother's assignment. You will take the subway to meet him in Hell's Kitchen. But first, we should deal with Castle Clinton.
Are we going in the front, or is there another way?
A secondary entrance would be useful, but I am aware of no such thing.
Она ничего о нем не знает. Каждый он пацаненок знает о запасном входе.
Starving. Do you have anything to eat?
Это
All I have is a
шоколадка.
candy bar.
Don't matter. I just need something in my stomach so I can fall asleep.
There you go. Do you have a place to stay?
I sleep out on the dock where they unload the speedboats.
Speedboats. Is that how the NSF get their supplies?
I don't know. They're always coming in and out of the tunnel behind the soda machine.
Interesting.
I spy on them from the crates. The code is 9183.
Clever boy.
Thanks for the snack, mister.
It's the least I could do.
Ну вот. Итак, второе задание очень длинное, насколько я помню. Тут много всяких вариантов, побочных квестов и прочего. Но это все будет в следующий раз. А пока все.